I've always been obsessed with moments. The way they come and go, fleeting, slipping from my fingers like grains of sand. The way they exist so vividly, so powerfully, until they don't. Until they become memories, softened by time, fading like mist in the morning light. Maybe that's why I film, because I don't want these moments to disappear. I want to hold on to them, to bottle up the feeling of standing on a cliffside as the waves crash below. Feeling the warmth of the sun on my skin, the salty winds tangling through my hair. The way the silence says more than words ever could. But it's not just about remembering, it's about sharing. Because somehow, through a lens, I can make you feel it too. The golden glow of the sun dipping below the mountains. The rush of the wind as I stand at the edge. The heartbeat of a place that feels alive in a way words can't capture. And that's the magic of filmmaking. Not just capturing what I see, but making you feel it too. Because in the end, the best stories aren't just told, they're felt. This is exactly why I love making films so much, because you can make people feel something, and it's literally one of the most beautiful things ever. But the ultimate question obviously is, how can you turn just a few random clips into something that moves people? And honestly, it's not that hard. Like, even with this little film that you've just seen, I only ran around with my camera in Capetown for a couple days, and I did not think I would be able to put anything together. But there's a few key points that if all of them work, you're actually going to be able to create some magic, even if you might not think you will be able to. For me, it comes down to 4 things. Number 1 is definitely storytelling, and then music, sound design, and color. But let's start with the number 1 thing, storytelling. I've always been obsessed with moments. The way they come and go, fleeting, slipping from my fingers like grains of sand. Great visuals alone really do not make a good film. I feel like before creating anything, you need to ask yourself why you're even creating this. Are you trying to just sell a beautiful country or a product, or are you trying to tell a story, which is what I normally love to do, bringing people along on my travels where I meet beautiful people and try and tell their story through my eyes. But it is so important to know why you're creating this film and what the emotions are that you want to portray. So just ask yourself, what is the story that I want to tell with this film, and what do I want people to feel when they watch this film? And this is highly going to influence all the other parts. Like, your music is going to depend on it, your voiceover is going to depend on it, as well as the sound effect and the colors for sure. The next part is the music. Music literally is just the emotional backbone of your film. It can turn a scene from being like super beautiful and heartwarming to being something heartbreaking and sad. So choose your music wisely, because people can either feel all these beautiful emotions or feel absolutely nothing. Next up is sound design. I feel like with sound design, you don't actually notice when it's there, but when it's missing, the entire thing just kind of feels flat. And I do feel like a lot of people don't put enough importance towards sound design, because even having like a few little beautiful ambient sounds really just changes the entire film. Using rises, for example, to get the tension going is so powerful. Using whooshes and hits and all these beautiful ambient sounds really does just bring your film to that next level. That's how you really create depth and make this make the scene just feel real. So I do really think that sound effects do deserve so much more attention because they can really bring a film to the next level, and it's definitely something that a lot of filmmakers aren't looking into enough because it is so powerful and so beautiful. Next up is color grading, which is something so just unique and personal. But also I feel like color is emotion. The way you decide to grade a film will highly also impact the emotion that you're portraying. Like something warm has a fully different feeling than if you just grade something like super blue and cool. And I feel like you just need to be aware of that and realize which emotions you're trying to portray in that specific moment. Is it more of a sad scene and the footage should be a bit more dark and cool, or are you just trying to portray these like super happy emotions? So maybe something a little bit more warm or brighter that's going to make people like just feel these happy feelings. I love experimenting with different looks. I think that for all of my films I'm grading them a tiny bit different depending on the story I'm trying to tell and depending on the emotions I'm trying to portray. And I do really feel like that emotions are so visible in color, and the color truly sets the tone even before a single word is spoken or before the music even starts. Filmmaking isn't about what you see, it's about what you feel. And it's all about how you manage to put all these factors together and make something beautiful out of it. If you're making films, start paying attention to all these little details because they're truly gonna just bring your films to the next level. And I would love to hear what you're currently working on, what your issues are, and if this helped at all, please put it down in the description. If you need a tool that helps you with all of these aspects, you can check out Artlist. I've been using them forever. And I love the fact that Artlist has literally just put all the tools into one place, so I can have it directly in my Premiere Pro, can search for my music and sound effects whilst editing. And oh my god guys, they honestly have made it so easy for us. You can just download the plugin and then access all music, sound effects and more just directly in Premiere Pro, which saves so much time because you don't have to open a website and download everything and then drop it into your project file, but instead you can just do it all in Premiere and just drag and drop it from the plugin into your timeline, which is amazing because I don't have to like switch around, but I can just say in Premiere, do my thing, which makes it super easy. So if you want to go and check them out, I did put a link in the description that you can try Artlist with for 2 months for free. So yeah, I can highly recommend them, and I hope I'm going to see you guys in the next one. There's so much more coming over here. Please let me know if you have any wishes, any suggestions of videos you would like to see of me. And yeah, thank you so much for watching.